I'm with Imad Atrash from the Palestinian Wildlife Society. Now, Imad, when was the Palestinian Wildlife Society started?
Palestine Wildlife Society was established in April 1999 and located in Beit Sahur from Bethlehem district in Palestine.
Was there a need for nature conservation here in Palestine?
Yes, of course, it was a huge need for an organization which it will concern about the nature conservation, or let's say conservation education, to protect the nature, wildlife, and to do some of the awareness campaign or empowering people. Because within Israeli occupation since 1967, no one except us after 1992 start to think about empowering people in environmental awareness and education, and working with the schools and the universities, plus to take care of the nature and wildlife in Palestine.
What's the mission of the organization?
Conservation education, conservation for the wildlife, trying to help our official organizations and authority in nature conservation, protected areas, flora and fauna, database of the flora and fauna, and to empower people, the same as what we are saying, conservation education, working practically on the ground for protection of nature, wildlife, and empowering people through the awareness and education.
What projects do you run here?
We have different projects, the same as a part of our first strategy, nature conservation of species, habitat, and sites. We have empowering people and environmental sustainability. This is the three objectives of our organization. There is many different activities for that, plus the animal welfare. We signed with the World Society for the Protection of Animals in Britain in 2008 the agreement to implement the animal welfare and rights in Palestine. We are the first since 2008, and we are working to helping the animal farms like donkeys, horses, mules. This is an extra program. It was added to us.
Do you go into the schools, and is it important to get the young people involved in conservation?
Yes, actually we started with our empowering people strategy and objective since 1999 to establish the Eco Club. But now we have the environmental library. We have first the network of the eco clubs in all over Palestine, even in Gaza in the past. And now we are doing our activity and implementing the activities through the environmental library, even direct or indirect ways.
What kind of animals and plant life do you have here in Palestine?
Animals such as mammals, if you ask me, as animals, it is, the fauna, like birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, vertebrate, invertebrate, all these kind of animals. We have the animal kingdom here in Palestine. The mammals, around 90 species, such as the Nubian ibex, the mountain gazelle, the hyena. This is the largest size, and we have rodents, mice, field and house mice, plus rabbit, red fox, ibex, gazelle, all these kind of animals. Birds, we have around 550 species of birds, 400 coming from Europe through Palestine to South Africa during the migration. And we have some of them are breeding in Palestine, like European bee-eater or lesser kestrel. Some of the birds are staying for more than 1 year and a half, like white stork, because they are still juvenile. They will not go back to Europe, but they will stay here. When they will be as adult, they will go back to Europe. We have endemic species birds in our region here, for our region, like Palestine sunbird, Arabian poplar, desert finch, and etc. We have reptiles, amphibians. We have tons of them. We have the Palestine viper snake, which is the second one poisoning from in all over the world. And we have unlimited insect species in Palestine. And for the plant kingdom, we have around 2,850 species. There is some endemic to Palestine, like Iris Haini, which is the national flower of Palestine, state of Palestine.
Is there some nature just native to here in Palestine?
Yes, like let's say the Iris Haini. This is the Fakwa iris, which is the state of Palestine flower, located in a mountain of Jenin, Marj bin Amir, near the Rift Valley, and Marj bin Amir from the other side. There is Palestine iris also. There is some of native species for the Mediterranean region, not only in Palestine. We have such as the Pistachium palestinum, Karoob, and other plants. Most of the animals are in general in the region, but we have the rat mole, Palestine rat mole, endemic to the region also.
Is the care and respect of animals good here, or does there need to be more done here?
The answer is two parts. First, if you ask me this question before we established our organization, it was a huge need. And now, after 20 years, we did some good campaigns among our Palestinian society, and we achieved many good results. And we are proud of that. Our message, it was delivered to our society in high level. But still we need, of course, education of people. It needs a long journey. It's not only 1 year or 5 years or 10 years or 20. It's needed around 100 years.
Do you have some wildlife that's nearly disappeared, nearly extinct?
It's threatened. But if you go back to before 500 years ago, of course, yes. Such as the lion and the Syrian bear. And this is already, not in a wild, but in Lebanon, the Syrian bear were appeared last year in a wild, but in Palestine, no. But it was reintroduced to some different areas in the region, like oryx, like the Arabic leopards, roe deer. It was, in the past, Syrian bear comes to the zoos only in Tel Aviv and safari in Tel Aviv and in Jerusalem.
Are you linked to other conservation organizations around the world?
Yes, indeed. We are linked to BirdLife International and with IUCN. This is the two major specific organization with nature conservation. We are a full membership with IUCN since 2013, and BirdLife we are since 1999 when we established our organization. Of course, our conservation goal and objective, it is connected to these two organizations.
Do you get people coming here just for wildlife holidays?
Yes, we have now a project called it Slow Tourism. It was, implemented as ecotourism in 2000. We are going in the field for bird watching, for hiking, biking, all these kind of activities, studying bird migration, bird species. And now we are with 6 countries in the region, Mediterranean region: Spain, Italy, Greece, Egypt, Jordan, and Palestine, implementing the slow tourism. And we are, as Palestine Wildlife Society, we are the only organization working in nature conservation among these countries, 8 partners. And we just started. This is by the end of August. We'll be ending the first year. We are planning for the second and for the third year. It is a good opportunity for the world to come here for bird watching mostly, and staying overnight in the nature to do some of their hobbies and bird watching.
Does Palestine need to do more in recycling and the use of plastics to protect nature?
Yes, as a part of the environmental sustainability, we are doing that. For example, we are doing some projects concerning the solar panels, reusing the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and repair. This is the 4th one. And among the schools, yes. Among the Bedouin, the indigenous people like the Bedouins, we are giving them some project in solar panels and the grey waters plus the biological sustainability or the biological control as building the mist nets of the barn owl and kestrels in the field to reduce using the chemicals. We are all, all in one under the environmental sustainability.
And the society has had some achievements over the past years as well, some recognitions, haven't they?
Yes, the achievement that we are a part of the world, think globally and act locally. We are in around 10 of the international organization. We are a part of them as members or accredited like GEF, Global Environmental Facility, like UNCCD, there's the Certification Convention, like UN Environment. All these, we signed an agreement with UN as an NGOs, as not a government, as an NGOs. And plus the achievement at the national level, we are a part of the National Strategic Plan for the biodiversity, for the curricula, the Palestinian curricula. It was by us the first time ever in Palestine, the nature conservation concept implemented in our new curricula. This is the national level, plus the promoting the ecotourism in past, from the past to 2000 till now. We are leading the ecotourism in Palestine, many different initiatives as field visits to the natural sites in Palestine. We trained many different ecotourism guides and teachers, local teachers in these concepts.
Why do you do what you do?
I love it. It's in my blood. I used to be as a lab assistant at Bethlehem University for 13 years. I find myself, I am not in the right position. My right position, it is empowering people in nature conservation. I left the university after 13 years. I established a small program called Children for the Protection of Nature in Palestine for 8 years. And after children, we became as adults as Palestine Wildlife Society. This is in my blood. I was created this organization by myself with the assistance of my colleagues from different districts in Palestine.
Are you making a difference in the community?
For sure, 100%. Starting in cooperation with Ministry of Education, Environment, Tourism, Agriculture. These four official organizations belong to the state of Palestine. I did a lot with them to show our objectives and goals. And the society respect me as a person and as an organization. It is highlighted in Palestine, the region and the international. We are proud of our work since 1999 and before that. The achievement, you can see it and feel it in the field sometime among the society, the schools, the universities, the other organization.
What's your hope, your prayer for the future?
My hope for Palestine Wildlife Society is to be more integrated among our societies, levels, target groups, and to be more strong and strong.
Okay, Imad, thank you much.
شكرا لك كمان.